Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Forest River Nitro XLR XLF 321 fifth wheel. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things and get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite and some things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, of course, I want you to think about your slide. You've plenty of room for that to come in and out. But your awning as well, because your awning is going to come out even further. Leave room for that to come in and out. On your off campsite, again, your slides, leave room for them to come in and out unimpeded, preferably nothing hanging over top. Then leave yourself a nice walking space here, because the next thing I want you to think about is where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power is going to be right above your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle or your off camp side of your camper. And your water connection is going to be up front here in the second compartment. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, first thing you're going to do is unhook your hitch. Now, hitchman will go over this with you. Your auto leveling system right here. Hold down both those arrows. That's going to turn on your green light. Once that's on, you can raise or lower your front landing legs till you're up off your trailer or up off your truck. Pull your truck out. Once you have your truck out, simply hit auto level. Auto level is going to run down all your auto leveling system. It's going to dance around for a few minutes. Landing legs may lift and lower as well. Once it's done, you're going to hear a beep, and that green light is going to be flashing. Then your unit's level and stable. Once it is level and stable, we can hook up our power and water. Your power cord, big long 50 amp cord, hooks up back here. The way the new ones go on, it's a pistol grip. Put it on, turn it to the right, and then go ahead and put this washer on. That'll lock that on there. At the end of that 50 amp service, should you need to plug in to a campsite with 30, there's a 50 amp to 30. Comes with your convenience pack. And if you ever need to plug into a 110, there's a 30 to 15 adapter you can put on the end of that. Just remember, when running off 110, run appliances accordingly. You don't want to run both your ACs. You're going to start popping breakers. Got your power hooked up. Let's hook up your water. So your old docking station's right here. Fresh water, city water, black tank flush. At campsites, we're going to hook up to city water. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi. It's going to protect the lines in your unit because you don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. Hook that up, put that on there, hook up your hose. But before turning your hose on, to your right here is your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point, folks, it should lift right off here, is making sure our drain plug's back in. Throw a little plumber's tape around that, not putty, put tape around that. Plumber's tape, get that in there nice and snug. Once that's in there secure, you can go ahead and turn that hose on. Once that hose is on, you can go inside and turn on and open up your slides. Our unit's level and stable. You can deploy all your slides if you need to, but what I need you to do is get inside and open up your water taps. Open up your water taps, let the air out of the lines. You'll get a steady flow of water. Once you do, shut the water taps off, shower, etc. Then you can turn on your hot water heater from indoors. There is an on-off electric element down here. It is set to off. The only time you ever want to turn this on out here is if you're going to be running your hot water heater off 110. Otherwise, keep it off and just turn it on indoors. If your hot water heater doesn't seem to be working, come out here and check these valves. If these are bubbled up, simply press them back in. It's a reset valve. And then your pressure release valve. Talk about that later. All right, we got our water hooked up for a campsite, but what if we're going to go dry camping somewhere and take our toys out and do some boondocking? Well, in that case, we'll simply fill up our freshwater tank. Water pressure regulator again, your hose. Treat your hot water heater the same way. But the way to tell this is full is inside will be a control panel. And on that control panel, you'll hold down your fresh water button. That'll tell you when this tank is full. Don't leave it while you're filling it. Once it's full, remove your hose, close your cap, and then when you want to turn on this water, or to utilize it, you'll turn on your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. That's already pressurized. All right, we're all set to camp with power and water. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit and show you a few other things. Starting here in the docking station, up top, cable or satellite. Here's your black and gray tank handles. We'll utilize those when leaving the campsite. Freshwater, city water, and black tank flush down here. When we dump our black tanks, we'll flush them. Here's your antifreeze inlet. Here's your inlet valve. To winterize this, you will bypass, which is already set at. That's going to stop it. Let that come in. This has already been winterized. You'll set this inside here and turn on your water pump, and that'll fill your antifreeze up. You also have a hot and cold shower out here. Removable spray port that you can put over on the other side of the unit and use. And there's your hot water bypass for winterizing. Down here, more directions on your auto leveling system. Up here is an LG version. It's showing, it's just off a little bit here to the left. You can go to devices here. Only thing this will control is your auto leveling system. And you would just touch the side that you want brought up or down, or simply hit auto level. You can pre-program to an auto hitch, auto retract, manual mode. Generally, all you'll need to do is use this one. Also, in here, some lighting for docking light up front, and your battery disconnect. This will disconnect all the battery power to the unit. That'll come important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide and propane detector. Also on this side is your propane with a regulator. Lefty loosey to open, turns green to show gas. Continuing down this side, below your hot water heater, gonna be a low point drain. There's one of our great tanks, wastewater tanks. This is a flue for your furnace. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of it. It does get hot, and make sure nothing's ever blocking it. Here's your second black tank flush. Black and gray tank drain. Your fueling station. Handles in here. Gas only. There's where you turn your pump on and off. There's your ladder to get up on the roof. Simply remove these cotters. Pull this out towards you to give you a little clearance from it. Get up there a couple times a year. Check the seams of your roof and caulk as needed. Make sure that you use recommended RV roofing caulk when you do that. There's your ramp back here. We'll go over that here shortly. Run your awning out. You're also prepped for a backup camera up there. There's a hole. You have a hand crank for manual override for your slides. That's where you put that in at. Run these out if you lose power. Your separate garage entryway. Steps for that. Just grab them, fold them down all the way down. We'll get to your garage shortly. Your awning Does have pitch adjust. You can pull down on that. It'll run the rainwater away. On your slide here, you got a couple outdoor speakers, and you're also prepped for a TV. Hang a TV here, 110 cable. Coming down this side here, on the other side of your pass-through storage. And here, manual override cranks, a breaker box. There's your hookups for your slides, your controls there. The other side of your propane, your auto leveling fluids, your generator. I'll start that up for you when I get inside. Check your battery posts now and then, make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. And that about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. Alright, so coming up your steps, first thing I like to point out in every unit is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of emergency. Coming straight in, we're going to go immediately to our right and start up top here. So this is your Go Power from GP Electric. What this device does is it controls the amount of power that your solar power panels transfer to your battery. It allows it to not overcharge it. You see it's full right now. We're at 13.6 volts. On your battery's full. The only thing you need to do is make sure that your battery is set correctly, and I will send you a separate video from GP Electric specifically on this unit. Now here's your power control unit. That's just to show what kind of service you got going on. What's all being powered. Thermostat. Let's turn that on real quick. Turn on your AC up in here. Door. Hit the AC kick on. Shut the AC off. I know you can't read this very well, but just go through your modes over here. It'll take you from auto fan to AC to furnace. I'm going to turn the furnace on. You notice that the AC shut off rather quickly. Heard the furnace kick on. Now I'm going to shut that off. You'll notice that it takes a few minutes for the furnace fan to cycle through before it shuts off. Max air vent. We're just going to hit fan on. Over there, that's going to open up your max air vent and turn it on. Fan off, or during the day you can just open up the vent. 4 different speeds on that fan as well. Now to our control panel. So here's where you check the level of your battery, brand new battery. Your fresh tank, that's the one I said you can tell when your potable water is full. Your black and gray tanks. Here's where you turn on your water pump. Here's where you turn on your water heater. Here's where you turn on tank heaters. It's a little pad that's on your water tanks if you're in inclement weather and you think they might freeze. Fuel pump cut off in case of emergency. Your slide controls, your awning control, and all of your lighting. And lastly, up here to the right is where you'll start your generator. I like to just prime it one time and hold it in. Come on out here and let you hear it purring. Now, you don't ever want to turn it right on and right back off. So we'll continue here and then I'll shut this off. Your awning, let's talk about that. So I've ran your awning out to where it needs to be. And you can see that bar and your flap is down to 90 degrees. That's where you want to stop. What you will see is that it will run itself up backwards if you're not watching it. They have yet to design one that stops automatic unless it's a carefree that you just push a button and it runs out. But these power ones, you have to watch them as you run them out. Make sure you don't run them out farther than they need to be. All I'm doing is hitting retract on the awning over here. That ran back in here for you. And close this and continue our tour. Continuing down on the floor here, on your island area here, is your breaker box and fuse box. Ton of 15s in there. I see a 10. Highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. 110 vacuum system. You move this over, hook up your vacuum, turn that on, or simply sweep everything to here, lift this up, sweep it in there, and it automatically takes it in. Also in the hallway, you have your smoke alarm. Continuing in to your recliners, you have the parachute pulls. Reach in here and pull up on that handle. These will recline like so. Push them back down with your legs. Continuing in here, before going to your garage, down here on the floor is your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. Now the reason I mention this 12-volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you are out boondocking somewhere, nothing plugged in charging your battery, if you're going to be gone for the day, use your battery disconnect to keep this from running your battery down while you're gone. Up here is your television, big Connex TV. Remote for that. There's our TV working. We'll shut that off. Below that, remote as well. For your Connex sound system. Turn that up. Here, let's see. Volume. There we go. So B will be your living room. Let's see if we can get a channel to come in here. So 3 different zones. A is outdoors, B is in here, C is the garage. Here's your different things to go through: optical, USB, ARC. You can pair it to Bluetooth pairing, or you can go back to your radio. Below that, your fireplace. Not just for looks anymore. Remote for this as well. I can go through and show you all the pretty colors, but the biggest thing is the heat, folks. Crank this up on high. If it's chilly in here in the morning or evening and you're at a campsite, don't waste your gas. Turn this on high and it'll get it toasty in here in no time. Coming into your kitchen, the main thing I want to tell you on your fridge is make sure you have this strapped in for travel. Self-explanatory microwave. You have a surface light, high and low fan. Glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Just flip it up like that. Click your panel light on. Turn this to light. Changes to red. Hit your sparks, and when your gas is turned on, your flame will come on. Same thing on the oven. No pilot light anymore. Turn this to light. Light it here, and then set it to the desired temperature. No need for a pilot light. Rock your panel light down and it becomes an oven light. Not much more to talk about in your kitchen here. Let's go ahead and head up into the bathroom. In your bathroom, lighting, fan, 110 with GFCI reset in here. Plumbing to maintain. Just like your house you do at home, you maintain your plumbing. This house you may bounce down the road quite a bit, so keep an eye on things and make sure nothing's wiggled loose on you. Going back into your bedroom. Show you our prep for a TV back here. Backer 110 and cable, 110. Your own separate thermostat back here. Crank this air on. Turn the temperature down. There's your AC. Shut your AC off. Shut off really quickly. Come back to furnace. I'll turn the heat on back here. While that comes on, heard that kick on. Your lighting, touch it once for a blue light, hold it in for a white light. 110's next to that. Shut your furnace off. You do have some storage underneath your bed. These bars and these tables will sit up out back. There's your extra spray port, and there's all your vacuum parts. I'll show you on your chairs where those tables when they set up in the garage area. Your garage area, let's head on back there. So in your garage, quite a few things to talk about. All of this lighting here is individual, touch lighting. Bed control, again a separate thermostat. Turn the air on while I'm waiting here to run through things. This is your rear awning, we'll run that back out in a minute. And here's the rest of your lighting frame here. You're prepped for a washer and dryer. You're also prepped for a TV. 110 and cable right there. These are vents. Simply push these out to vent the fumes, gas fumes out of your garage. There's your AC kicking on out here. I'll shut that off. So here's where your tables will go. We'll bring one of those up in there. There's a little metal piece on the end. Just stick it in there and twist it to the right, and that'll lock it in there. Set your tables on top. Let's talk about your beds. Bed control, simply hit down. So right now it is running down just the chairs. I'll show you how to get it to run down both in here in just a moment. Show you how to set your chairs up first. So before I bring these all the way down, if you're going to utilize this as a bed, as a bottom bunk say, make sure you pull these legs down. Same thing for seating. Make sure you pull these legs down. Just extra support. This belongs on your ramp. Continue to bring the bed down. So to save time, I won't run them all the way down. I'll show you quick. Now you'll notice when it catches it, you hear a click. And that releases your top bunk. As you see, it will stop, and then your bottom one will continue down. Just leave these all the way up for travel. If you have nothing stored back here, you can leave them down. And you will hear this click again. And in order to bring them down, just flip them the opposite way. You have your screen doors here for your deck. And let's go outside and set your deck up. Alright, so I'm just going to release the handles, and it is spring adjusted or assisted so that one person can bring this down. cables as you come down. Make sure nothing caught on anything. Now this is going to stand straight up. Actually, this is the funny one. What we have to do is bring all this forward and then stand it up. And then flip all of this inside. This is going to lock right in here. And repeat the process over here. Unhook your bungee here. Fold this out. Fold this part in. You see how this sets up. Up here at the end, you take this and connect it in here on both sides. And there's your deck. Now to close it back up. Well, let me run your awning out real quick. Let me show you that. So underneath your thermostat is your awning. Now once you have that out, you're going to come up here, pull forward on this metal piece. That's going to release this. Bring this down. Unsnap here. Bring it as far down as she'll go. Alright, now we'll close her up. To get these walls to fall, lift them up and then down. Come up here, fold this over. Now to secure these in, snap that door as well as hook here. Do this one. Flip it forward. Fold this all over top. Come up here and snap this one as well as here. Now the only concern with lifting this back up is make sure your cables are tucked into the sides. Get you some padlocks for these. Lastly in here, it's coming back inside. I'll start shutting some lighting off. I'm going to show you your extra bathroom back here. It does have a max air vent. It's the same as the one in the living room. 110, and here's where you can check the level back here for this black tank. Shut our lighting off. Sure, all our lighting's off in our garage and everything's secure back here. All these steps, they simply snap on at the top of your deck. These rollers, you can see right where they snap right on. It's simple. Now let's act like we're leaving the campsite and get ready to close everything up. So first thing I like to do is come to my control panel and shut off all of these lights. Then I can look around and see if I've left any individual lighting on. All off here, all off back there. Now turn on my kitchen light and say doors and drawers. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede your slide from coming in. we're gonna come here and hit kitchen. We're simply gonna hit in, up, in this case. Bring your slide in. Again, doors and drawers. This utilizes every inch up and through here. Make sure everything is closed and secure. I'm gonna secure your remotes real quick. Up here in the cabinet, so you'll know where they're at. Next slide. Living room. Make sure your door handle is secure down there. Now our bed slide. Again, in the bedroom, make sure your doors and drawers are secure over there on your bedroom wardrobe slide, and hit in. Look in our bedroom. Make sure everything's secure. We're good. Secure this door. Shut off all of our lights and exit the unit. Lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn this handle. Your door is secure for travel. At this point, we're going to unhook our water, our cable, and our power. We'll bring up our steps. We're going to come around to our off-camp side. We're going to dump some low point drains. Get it right up underneath there and open up both of those. Once that's done, open up your pressure release valve. That's going to dump the remainder of your hot water out of your hot water heater. Close that and pull your drain plug. Put your door back on. Come over here to your auto leveling system. Turn it back on again. About 3 seconds. Green light, hit retract all. That's going to bring up all of your stabilizing jacks and get you in position to put your hitch on. Then of course you would just control from the front, up or down. Make sure it's done retracting all before you do so. Put your hitch on and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, remember you got two dumps. You got a wastewater up here and you got a black tank back here. You want to start with your black tank. You can get a bigger, longer, stronger hose. That'll give you a Y and you can do them both, but you're starting back here at this black tank. Hook up your hose, pull that black tank. Now this can be your garage sewer. Once that's done, it sounds like it's no longer draining. Again with your water pressure regulator, hook up to this black tank flush. Power will be unhooked, that'll be out of your way. Turn on your hose. With that black handle open, let that hose run for a good 5 minutes. What that's going to do is wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. Shut that hose off. Come back here. Close that black handle. And then head on up to your other dump. Hook your hose up here. Come up here and pull this black handle. Again, sewage. Once that sounds like it's no longer draining, leave that black handle open. Again, hook up your hose at the dump station. Turn that on. Let that run for a good 5 minutes and wash out your black tank. Shut that hose off. Make sure this is done draining everything that you've just put into it. Close this black handle. Pull this gray. Again, check for it to be done. Once that's done, close it and pull your last gray. Those are all going to be cleaner waters, your sinks and your showers. And that'll clean your sewage hose out for you. Then you can store it in a nice sanitary place and head on home. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase for this Nitro. Hope you enjoy it for many years to come. Happy camping.